Hi dear cricket fans, welcome to Cricket Happenings today. There was some problem with the computers today, so I'm going to do a very quick wrap up here. There's not much happening, as far as this match between West Indies and South Africa is concerned. As you know, this basically going to a dull and drab draw here, with West Indies actually taking a 3-run lead. So that is something, a moral victory for West Indies, because as you know, West Indies have been really struggling. So actually taking a 3-run lead itself is something that West Indies would really the West Indian cricket fans would have really loved. They went 3 runs past the 543 score. But let me tell you, the trend of play which was there was very surprising, because on the resuming on the overnight score of 424 for 4, Dwayne Bravo and Shivanarayan Chandrapal in the session till lunch, that the first session, they added just 39 runs with just two boundaries hit by Bravo. That was the bowling of Dale Steyn. And one could not understand. One could understand that Shivanarayan Chandrapal, basically his instinct is he's a very defensive batsman. One can understand that. But what about Dwayne Bravo? Dwayne Bravo was absolutely scoreless. He scored just two boundaries. And Dwayne Bravo, in my opinion, is such an aggressive batsman. So it seems to be like sort of a defensive game plan that West Indies had. West Indies wanted to ensure that there is absolutely no scope for South Africa to actually put some pressure on them by actually putting up a score and then putting the West Indies into bat. So probably that was the worry. It's still an unresponsive pitch. So well, maybe that was the reason that this was the type of batting that we got to saw. In fact, it was a real dull and drab affair for the whole crowd there. And actually, the first wicket went after lunch. After that, Bravo actually scored on boundary, and after that, Dwayne Bravo was in fact, Chandrapal was the first to go. In fact, he made 166 runs of 357 balls with 10 fours and 1 6, and he spooned a catch back to Harris. So he was caught and bowled Harris for 166. Later on, Dwayne Bravo himself, after making if you look at Dwayne Bravo, I can never see Dwayne Bravo playing in such a manner. 53 runs of 215 balls with 4 fours and 1 6, and he edged a ball from Harris onto the keeper's hands, Boucher, and he was gone. So that was the time when they were. In fact, before Bravo went, Dinesh Ramadhan actually didn't trouble the scorers much by just scoring 1 run and actually trying to cut a ball. He cut the ball to point. Peterson plucked up the catch, and Satsobi was the bowler. So Ramadhan was gone for 1. After that, it was Dwayne Bravo, as I said, who edged out the bowling of Harris. And then Shillingford also followed. So suddenly, it looked like whether West Indies would be able to overhaul the South African total of 543. But well, Shillingford, he was a victim of Callis. Scott de Villiers bowled Callis for 7. Now after that, the new ball was taken, and Ben and Rampal really indulged in some very good stroking, by stroking on the offside. They actually slammed a lot of boundaries through the offside. Ben and Rampal actually matching each other stroke for stroke. Both of them hit 3 boundaries. And this went on, and they were also getting balls which they were just carving over the slips, as it was a new ball, the new cherry. The ball was just traveling onto the boundary. Well, so Suleiman, Ben, and then both of them actually took the score from 486 to, in fact, they overhauled the West Indies score of 543 at 545. It was the first to go was Rampal. He was caught behind the bowling of Markel for 31, and then Markel also picked. In fact, Rampal made 31 of 54 balls with 3 fours, and Suleiman Ben was Scott Callis bowled Markel 26 of 43 balls with 3 fours. Kemar Roach was not out on 546, a 3-run lead for West Indies, and Dale Steyn 29 overs, 4 maidens, 1 for 105. Mohan Markel 30.1 overs, 9 maidens, 4 for 116. So Tsobe 28 overs, 10 maidens, 1 for 68. I thought he bowled very well today. Paul Harris 62 overs, 9 maidens, 2 for 165. Jack Scalise 23 overs, 7 maidens, 1 for 65. Oliver Peterson 5 overs, none for 19. And well, with the 3-run lead, South Africa batted in the second innings, and towards the close on the 4th day of the second Test match here at the Basildry in St Kitts, South Africa were 23 for no loss. So in essence, if you say they are just 20 for no loss, because 3 runs would be deducted from the lead portion of it. So 23 runs gone, 20 runs for no loss. Graham Smith is not out on 13, with Alvaro Peterson not out on 8. And the bowling figures came out as 2 overs for 8. Ram Paul 2 overs, none for 7. Suleiman Ben 4 overs, 1 made and none for 5. Shillingford 3 overs, 1 made and none for 3. And dear cricket fans, there's nothing really. It has been a real run feast, and maybe unless and until there is going to be some footmarks outside the stumps, if the ball is going to turn, that's the only thing that can happen. And we couldn't see anything today, but maybe tomorrow morning, like maybe the spinners can exploit those footmarks which are there outside the off stump or wherever it is. If they could do that, that's the only thing that can be done, and maybe South Africa, they could actually try to bowl out South Africa. But I know it is not going to be an easy thing. It's an unresponsive pitch even now, so one can't expect much there. So, dear cricket fans, this is Ram then ending the cricket happenings as far as this 4 days play in the second test match between West Indies and South Africa at St. Bastry in St. Kitts is concerned. I'll be back with the full fifth and final day's report tomorrow. That's it, dear cricket fans, for cricket happenings. This is Ram signing off. Thank you.